I started broadcasting on the radio back in the early 90s at KSRB in Ontario. They had a guy that was doing play-by-play that didn't have anybody to do games with him, and I knew a little about football, so I jumped in and did football for a couple years and swore I was going to get out of radio and come up here to Eastern. And the day after I graduated from Eastern, they offered me a job doing Eastern football. And then I kind of fell into LaGrande High School 18 years ago and have been doing it ever since. I played high school football, had a chance to play small college football, but then I realized how much it was going to cost me because I wasn't good enough to get a scholarship. So yeah, I played high school ball, but that was it. After I graduated high school, my parents moved to Fruitland, Idaho, and my youngest brother was playing, and they needed an assistant coach at the middle school. So I coached there for a couple years, and then went to work at the radio station, and we kept running public service announcements. They needed coaches for the rec league football, and they were getting pretty desperate. So I drove over and Payette County Recreation said, "Hey, I'll do it." And they gave me the B team from Fruitland. The A team was the stacked team, and we beat them. And that's where it really started. You can bring these kids together, and I know a lot of coaches that yell at their players and stuff, and I've never been a yeller. I mean, when I do yell, you better listen because something's wrong. But it's been great to be able to connect with kids. They're so genuine. They want to learn, and they want to play, and they want to get better. And you work with them day in and day out, and you just get to know these kids and the special kids that they are. I mean, we're so blessed in this community to have some of the greatest kids around. I coached at the middle school for 16 years. Just loved it. Every minute of it. You have your ups, you have your downs, but teaching those kids and seeing the changes, and what's really been rewarding for me is seeing these kids now that I coached 20, 25 years ago. They're married, they have kids, and seeing how they develop as human beings and as husbands and fathers. That's been what's just the best part of it. When you first started doing LaGrande sports, I was kind of interested. I've done a little bit of editing of video, but I've never been on the radio side, not much anyway, or on the TV side. And so I was kind of intrigued, and you've been after me for a couple of years to, come over and do games. And this year, just the timing was right. And I'm really looking forward to this medium versus my old medium because it expands what the viewer can do. You can actually see the action and listen to it at the same time. And that's, I think, a great step for a small community like this. Once I get used to the TV side of it, it will be a little bit different because obviously you can see the action. So I don't have to get into detail about specific plays, but basically the play-by-play will be the same. It's going to be the color commentary in between the plays that'll be a little bit different. I have been amazed at the support this community gives their athletes. And there's always opportunities. You see businesses that maybe don't even have kids that are involved in sports that step up and support these kids every year. These broadcasts are so important to the kids. They love seeing themselves on TV. They love hearing their names on TV and the radio. And so without that support from the community in the form of sponsorships, they don't get that. And I can tell you from experience, it's a special thing now for a community this size to have TV that's going to be showing that live. It's not done very often at this level in the state of Oregon. If you want to become a sponsor of Grande Alive TV broadcasts, they've got plenty of sponsorship opportunities. $250 a month helps you support these kids, and it gets you a commercial for your business. Now, that means that you will be seen in every single game. Your business will be front and center during these games. It's an invaluable tool for your business. Our first game is August 31st. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, you can contact Grande Alive TV.